Do Squad? It's your boy Geek Samurai, and welcome back to another episode of Geek Samurai TV. Now, on this episode, I want to talk about Mandalorian. Mando, Season 2, Episode, Chapter 10? I was going to say Episode 2, but it's Chapter 10, The Passenger. Now, this episode was a filler. I'm going to just tell you that right now. I'm going to give you how I feel about this episode. It was a filler, straight up. What we got here was pretty much Peyton Reed coming in and directing this episode, pulling tropes from every other film that you've seen out there that has to do with eight-legged freaks, alien type of thing, eggs, Lord of the Rings with big-ass spider-looking creatures with long legs, eight-legged freaks. I feel like he took tropes from Aliens, from Lord of the Rings, with the whole passenger thing, with, Sam being an assistant or apprentice just for the journey, just for the trip, with Frodo Baggins. Frodo is the main character, and Sam is the passenger. Sam is the one that's going on this journey. That's how I feel like Mandalorian was. Mandalorian was the actual, hero, superhero in this. This is his TV show, and you have this frog lady with her 10,000 eggs, trying to have a survival of her species. Keep talking about her husband, her race. She wants to have her race to be her frog race to be survivors. She wants her legacy to live on past just her. And she was a passenger throughout this whole episode. And throughout this whole episode, we're trying to get Baby Yoda to stay away from these eggs, because all he wants to do is eat them. He's popping them like pills, like water pills. Like, he's eating these frog eggs, these frog babies, right and left. And Mando throughout the whole episode is trying to ban him from eating this thing. And then we get to the climax of the episode where they get, I guess, these fighter jets. There's two of them that trap Mando, and they're asking him questions about where are you going? How come you don't have a beacon on you? Can you send us a ping? Next time, make sure you have your beacon on you. Mando escapes from them. Like, why are you afraid of these X-Wing fighters? Why are you afraid of them? Why are you the one that's jumping and running away, going to this frozen planet? You don't even know where you are. So they crash land into this frozen cave. His whole ship is wrecked, son. Wrecked. That little bucket of boats is trying to escape an X-Wing fighter jet. You're bugging. But he does evade them. He does evade them, and he goes into this frozen cave that's full of eggs. And lo and behold, what's in these eggs? These big butt brain-looking spiders with massive teeth. Looking something straight out of Aliens with the teeth. And when those eggs hatch, you get those freaking huggers, I call them face huggers. Those aliens will hug your face and wrap their tail around your neck. And they would put something into your body, and something will come out of your chest or your stomach. That's what it felt like. So Baby Yoda, first of all, what I was annoyed was this freaking frog lady. She's asking him so many questions. All you have to do is just enjoy the ride. Then she leaves the ship when it wrecks and lands on this frozen cave, in this frozen planet. She leaves to go into this hot bath, this hot water bath, look like a sauna. Takes her eggs out of this little backpack carrier full of water. She takes the eggs out, puts them into the sauna with her, and she's like bathing them, nurturing them as a mother would. I respect all that, but stay with the ship. Stay with Mandalorian. He is your freaking tour guide. He is your travel guide. What are you doing? So Mando has to watch Baby Yoda from taking the eggs, and now he has to deal with the threat. How can I protect you? That's what Mando said. How can I protect you if you're going to be going away from the ship? If you're not sticking with me, I cannot protect you and your babies and your eggs. So lo and behold, Baby Yoda, he's there looking to get one of the eggs. Mando said, no. What did I say? Baby Yoda's all crying and sulking, speaking gibberish, baby talk, cooing. And he goes and see these other eggs. Now, these other eggs is where the spiders and everything else is in. You see the spiders in there. You see Baby Yoda goes in, he unhatches one of them. And the spider or whatever is not yet to be born. It's hatched too early. So he takes and eats the whole spider. Like, yo, this freaking Baby Yoda will eat anything. Anything he can get his hands on. And then all of a sudden in the background and then right in front of Baby Yoda, you see these eggs hatching. And they are hatching fast. And all you see is these long legs with big old butts. Or I don't know if they're butts or brain for a head. They just start with these black eyes. They just start hatching one after the other. And then they can get really big, like big as a house, big as a mountain. These freaking creatures, spider-looking things, can get big as a mountain. All you see is hundreds and thousands of them come out of the cave, come out of the darkness. And then you see the big mama one come out. And bro, Mando got his blaster ready, and they're trying to get back to that ship. And boom, boom, pew, 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 pew. He's just shooting them, trying to kill as much as he can. They're bleeding green blood, dying right and left. They make it all the way back to the ship, and Mando, they make it all the way to the cockpit, these spiders, all the way. And then Mando's trying to turn on the engine and try and fly that bucket of boats out of there. And then you see another big, it looked like the same big mama spider. She comes and lands on the ship, slams that shit right back into the frozen tundra, frozen lake, or frozen land. And all of a sudden, you see those two X-Wing fighter jet pilots come out of nowhere and take out that spider, take out those creatures. And they start shooting them. And then they ask Mando, okay, you know that you're a wanted criminal, right? We should arrest you right now. But we see that you protected the galaxy. You've captured 3 other bandits that we were trying to arrest. So thank you for your service. It was that kind of vibe that I got from it. But after that, they let him go. They said, next time, make sure you have that homing beacon on you. Every ship needs to have one when they travel through these sectors of the galaxy and this and that. So all in all, like I said, I enjoyed this episode. Like, it really brought back to Aliens for me. It had those tropes. It had the 8-legged freaks tropes with the big spiders who become radioactive. If y'all seen that movie, they get a chemical put into the pond and put into the lake. One spider escapes from this cave or whatever, where it had all these exotic creatures. And then all these other spiders started to multiply just for being in that lake with the chemicals. And 8-legged freaks, every town, all these giant spiders was killing them, killing all the humans, bringing them back to the queen spider so she could suck their blood after they're wrapped in spider web. I got that trope from these two because you got those big spiders coming down trying to take out Mando. And then it had the Lord of the Rings because there was a big-ass spider in Return of the King that's trying to kill Frodo Baggins and kill Sam and kill, you know, anybody that was in that cave. It had that Lord of the Rings and Lord of the Rings period because Sam was a passenger just like the Frog Lady. The Frog Lady, she was a passenger that Mando was protecting. Sometimes she would wander away and Sam was trying to, Mando's trying to call her back. Come here, Frog Lady, come here. Where you going? What are you doing? So I got those tropes and it's like, show us something new. I'm not mad that it's in there because I like these callbacks. I like the nostalgia feel of it because I love Aliens. I love Lord of the Rings. But do something different. Like I said, this was a filler episode. They were just filling it in until they meet up with Giancarlo Stanton's character, Moff Gideon. They're trying to build up to that suspense of meeting with him again. And we're finally going to get, we're trying to build up to meeting Ahsoka Tano, and we're trying to meet Sabine Wren if Sasha Banks is going to play that character. So this was a filler episode. Like I said, it was directed by Peyton Reed, and I thought he did a guy's job. But like I said, it's a filler. So a lot of people are going to give it an A. A lot of people are going to give it a B, a C. Some people are not going to like the episode at all. But this is my thoughts on it. I love it. I thought it was great. But that's just me because I'm a Star Wars fan. And because this is a Western to it, now we get away from the Western like we did in the first episode of season 2. Now this episode is going into space. It's going into another planet that's far from Tatooine. I like going to different planets that's far from Tatooine. We don't always need to go back to Tatooine, man. It seems like that's the only place in the whole galaxy. Stray away from freaking Tatooine. We need to go somewhere else, man. Show us the outer realms of the galaxy. Show us what else is out there. What other species out there. And I felt like they did that with this spider creature thing. Like I said, it was a nostalgia act, but it was still great. All right, y'all. I'm about to get up out of here. Y'all already know what to do. Like, subscribe, and share the Geek Samurai. And until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.